In this video, the Bitcoin price has held the line and is right now trying to break out from these converging indicators. But the question is, what is next for the Bitcoin price action? And guys, we are also going to dive in with our Bitcoin returns chart, and then we are going to understand what can we expect for the month of February. Stay tuned to know more. So hi guys, and welcome back to another Gab's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out daily technical analysis like this. So let's dive into this video. So let's give you a quick recap of our previous analysis. So diba kagabi nakita tayo ng candle close below. So kahapon nakita tayo ng breakdown. Pero diba sabi ko sa inyo, hindi siya confirmed kasi hindi pa tayo nakita ng sell volume. Nothing is confirmed not unless we see that sell volume na sinasabi natin kahapon. And then pretty much enough, hindi nga siya nag-confirm kasi walang sell volume. What happened was nagkaroon siya ng rebound. And then diba sabi ko sa inyo, what we should be watching out is actually this 200 MA in the early time frame, or if you're going to look at the 4-hour time frame, it's the 50 MA kasi right now that is going to act as a resistance. And look at this kasi previously, we are getting a lot of movements dyan. It's either a make or break move, either na we are going to get rejected again, in that case possible na mag-decline further, or we are going to break bullish. And in this case, we have broken out bullish dito sa ating 200 MA in the early time frame and 50 MA in the 4-hour time frame. So as you can see, we are seeing that bullish breakout. And as you can see, upon this specific breakout na nagkaroon tayo ng buy volume. However, after that breakout, nakukulangan na tayo ng buy volume after that. And then earlier today, dun sa ating Facebook, Telegram, and Discord group, nagbigay din tayo ng signal na meron tayong nakikitang bearish divergence. Siguro ipakita natin dito quickly. So let's use this chart. So as you can see, we have that somewhat of an increasing price. But if you're going to look at the RSI is also declining, indicating that we might see somewhat of a pullback dito sa Bitcoin price. So yeah, right now, that is what we are expecting for the very short term, especially in the early time frame. I think what you can look at is actually if na-break natin si 20 MA, then of course 50 MA would be our next support. So right now, this could be a shorting opportunity if let's say we break the 20 MA in the early time frame. So that is what I am actually monitoring right now, especially na if we are going to break this one. But looking at this in the 15-minute time frame, you can also see na we are starting to form this ascending triangle. We saw a bearish breakdown. So as you can see, ayun na may breakout. And then ayun na may nagkaroon ng somehow ng konting sell volume. But ano ba yung kailangan tingnan dito? So the targets would actually be, first of all, is itong support area around the 37.6K. Another support area would be around the 37.5K. And then ang technical support talaga nito is more likely around the 37.3K. So that is what we are monitoring for the 15-minute time frame. But going back into the hourly, let's look at the hourly. 50 MA talaga yung magiging next support natin if we are going to break this 20 MA. So right now, that is what we are going to watch out for the Bitcoin price action, especially this possible pullback with the early time frame. And then as you can see, we are still inside this ascending channel. But as of now, if mag-break tayo dyan to the downside, I think our next support dito would actually be around the 36.5K. Pero yun nga, sabi ko din sa inyo, if this breaks bearish, ang pinakang technical support talaga niyan and pinakang technical target is actually the bottom of the wedge or bottom of the channel, which is falling around the 33.7K. So right now, that is what I am still watching out for the Bitcoin price. And as you can see, we are now also entering this red resistance area. So right now, you can see now we are seeing a lot of resistance within this area. So as you can see, around the 38,000 US dollars, we are seeing a resistance dito, resisted once, twice, thrice, 4 times, and then this is actually the 5th time na we are testing this. And usually, if you are testing this more often, I think we are more likely going to break this. Pero yeah, nothing is yet confirmed, not unless makita tayo ng volume talaga. So right now, that is what we are monitoring. Looking at this in the 4-hour time frame, wala talagang specific buy volume in the 4-hour time frame as opposed na nakita natin in the early time frame. So if I were you, siguro monitor the 4-hour time frame closely, pero if you want to trade those volatilities, then saka ka tumingin sa early and 15-minute time frame. Kasi of course, those time frames are giving us a lot of indicators na pwede nating sundan, pero the overall trend is going to be followed within the 4-hour time frame. So that is for the Bitcoin price. And guys, if you want to trade Bitcoin with the lowest fees possible, you can trade it with Bybit, and you can also trade it with BingX kasi dito mas mura ating Bitcoin trading fees. And if you want to claim bonus dito sa ating mga platform, just use my sign-up code na you can find in the description down below. Now, going back to this data na meron tayo. So as you can see, we have this historical Bitcoin returns chart, and it is actually the PNL of each and every month throughout the past 11 years of Bitcoin history. And then after that, kinuha natin yung average PNL nila throughout the years. And then after getting the average PNL per month across the different years, pinalot natin itong average na yan into this bar chart. And as you can see, following this bar chart na matagal natin fina-follow, you can see na usually around January, pinakang lowest returns. Pero yung pinakang bagsak talaga ng market is usually September as well as June. July is a recovery month. August is somewhat of a medyo konti yung profits natin as opposed to September. Pero look at this, guys. If you're going to look at the average profit and loss chart, you can see na if you're going to look at the historical Bitcoin data action, you can also notice na February is more likely leaning into a recovery month for the crypto market. So if you're going to base this from the historical data, it's actually telling us na February is more likely a recovery month. And in fact, if you're going to look after the February, March, April, and May are more likely the recovery months for the crypto market. And then after May to June, dun tayo more likely makita ng capitulation or somewhat ng downtrend sa Bitcoin market. And then if you're going to plot the 2021 data na meron tayo or yung 2021 trend, you can also see na noong January, nagkaroon tayo ng profits. Pero ang nangyari noon, after February tayo nakita ng return. So yung pinakang returns at pinakang profit natin within the crypto market started coming in at the later month, siguro around the end month ng February. So as you can see, bandang dulo ng February tayo nagkaroon ng profits, which is early March. And then after March and April yung ating pinakang peak. And then May was actually the capitulation. After the capitulation in June, nag-start tayo mag-recover for July and August. And then nag-decline tayo again for the month of September. And then nakuha tayo na recovery for October. Ang hindi lang nangyari dito sa ating data model was this November and December month. So as you can see, if you're going to base the historical data, it's actually more likely saying na February is more likely going to be somewhat of a recovery if you're going to use the past 12 years of data. Pero if you're going to use the 2021 data, medyo consolidation tayo if you're going to compare the 2021 versus across the data na nakuha natin for the past 12 years. So siguro, for the month of February, I think I'm expecting more consolidation pa, but there are a lot of chances na pwede pa tayong umakyat higher for the month of February kasi if you're going to look at the overall chart, February is more likely going to be a bullish month. So right now, if you're going to follow the data, I'm actually leaning towards a bullish or consolidation month rather than a bearish month for February. Kasi according to this data, ang pinakang bullish month talaga natin would more likely be around March and April. And then after that, May and June is more likely going to be a capitulation month or a correction month. So right now, February, yung pinakang iwa-watch out natin, either a consolidation or a bullish movement. Yung bearish sentiment, medyo wala dito sa ating data model. Lumalabas yung bearish sentiment natin either January, June, August, or September. And siguro December din. So yun yung ating titingnan ngayon with the Bitcoin price action. And take note, guys, data models can be wrong, but at least it can give us an idea on what can we expect for the coming days to come. So kahit hindi maging 100% accurate itong data model natin, at least it will give us an idea on what can we expect and at least para maging prepared tayo on what can happen within the coming weeks. So ayun muna update natin for today, guys. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like. And if you want to see more contents like this, please subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video and bye-bye for now.